Hi, I'm Carolyn, trichologist from Absolique Hair Health Clinic. Today we're talking to you a little about food. We're calling it food know-how. So I have to work in here a lot with people's digestion and absorption. And I'm realizing that people say they've got a relatively healthy diet, and I agree it's healthy and calorie-wise it might be particularly healthy, but for absorption and addressing deficiencies, there's a lot of things that are blocking the way. So the first thing we lean on is your pH. So we ask a lot of our clients to test their pH. So if we know where you're on the scale, whereas the human body needs to be or likes to be for its best performance, it likes to be around neutral, which is 7. So if we're not there, then we generally have some digestive issues, some absorption issues. We're not healing, repairing, transporting, or alkalizing. So we're in the wrong state. So then it's going to affect everything else as well. So on top of the pH testing in the book, they talk about acid foods and alkaline foods. So there's a big guide in here, and there's lots of resources available online as well. So you don't eat acid with acid. That's the first rule. You would, if you're eating acid, for instance, some beef and chicken, you would combine it with something that's alkaline, which would be a type of alkaline vegetable. So that's the first rule of balancing out. The other thing is proteins, which are our more of our animal-based proteins, break down to amino acids, and they cannot be absorbed with carbohydrates. So they call this food combining. And a lot of our favorite meals is, you know, eggs on toast or spaghetti bolognese or whatever it may be, and you're actually blocking the absorption. So if I'm looking at someone who has an iron deficiency or a ferritin deficiency, and I say, well, I'm eating the eggs, but then the toast or the bread is sort of robbing us because it's competing as well. So then we learn, you know, the next thing about it is the wheat, the bread, it's actually gluten. So gluten, dairy and sugar, when they enter our stomach or our digestive tract, they actually cause an inflammatory response. So if you're having that with your good organic egg, well, it's going to cancel out the egg and you're robbing everything altogether. So learning about food combining, what foods to avoid, acid, alkali food, all of this stuff is super, super important, particularly if you have a deficiency and we're trying to raise levels with food and supplementation. Supplements won't work if the food is the wrong combination as well. So a lot of people are taking supplements that are just a waste of time and money. You've got to know how to take them. And the other thing is learning how to sort of alkalize your body a little bit as well. So all of this is relevant when we're doing our hair loss treatments, and as I said, to address deficiencies. The other thing that we see a lot of is autoimmune problems. So anyone with an autoimmune problem, particularly your alopecia, psoriasis, seborrheic dermatitis, anyone with a thyroid issue, you should be avoiding the gluten, the dairy and the sugar. They are your enemies of your immune system, and then we help you to rebuild your immune system as well. So there's a lot to learn about food. I'm happy to help you, but what I'm really here for is to help you with your hair thinning, your hair loss and your scalp treatments, and we're holistic. We look at the whole body, and that's why food is so important. For more information or to share your story, as always, drop me an email. It's info@absolique.com.au.